Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your mid-month love and soulmate reading for the month of December 2018. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's get the first energy on the table. Nine of Cups. Okay, first energy on the table, first card, strongest energy. Somebody really focusing on regaining emotional stability. It's somebody that has been working on building themselves back up. Somebody that's been putting focus on the self. Somebody that is very in tune with their emotional side. And somebody that really seeks out that internal peace within. And that's something that's very important to them right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get the other energy on the table, Taurus. Here we go. Okay, so we have the Tower card on this side. The energy over here feels as if, you know, you might have gone through a breakup with this person. Maybe you went through a time where you just couldn't make things right. It seems like there's problem after problem with this person. So it's possible that this Nine of Cups moment is inspired by the Tower card. You know, you have this chapter where things fall apart. You have this chapter where there's a breakup, there's a downfall, and so with the King of Swords here, I feel like you've really drawn the line of what you're going to put up with. It's like you really put your foot down on something that you strongly believe in. It's really sticking up for yourself and speaking your truth. In the past where you might have held back on, you know, on speaking your truth, I feel like you're finally letting yourself be heard. I feel like you might, you know, for some, whoever you're speaking your truth to might say that you've become cold or you've become distant. But you're kind of to the point where all that's really important right now is your internal peace. And so if this is going to offend anyone, then you're kind of like, so if you don't want the best for me, then I don't really need you around anyway. So you're kind of cutting things out right now that don't bring you this inner peace. And you're cutting things out that mess with your emotions and things that play with your emotions. You know, for some of you, you're cutting out the mind games. And for a lot of you, this is about cutting out anything that brought on this Tower moment. This is about cutting out any of the nonsense that came along with this Tower moment over here. So let's go ahead and get the second card on the right side. On the left side also, I'm feeling like whoever's on the left side may be kind of isolating themselves, maybe taking this time to really go within and seek inner truth, maybe more meditating, but highly concentrated on the self to regain back some stability. So we have the Page of Swords here, and I feel like you're dealing with somebody, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody that comes off as possibly a lot younger or older than you, either way, but somebody that comes across maybe of a lower vibration, or somebody that comes across as a more immature sort of vibration. And this is the kind of person that when you bring the King of Swords to the table, they bring the Page of Swords to the table. So it's somebody that always seems with both of these cards here, it is possible that, one chose to cut communication from the other and now you guys aren't communicating. But this also is very possible that you speak your truth and this person becomes offended. And in the past, it may have been that you guys had a lot of, there may have been some verbal abuse, or there may have been some sort of arguments that just were very unneeded and very unnecessary. This is the kind of person here with the Page of Swords that may speak without thinking through what they're going to say. Okay. Alright, so you have Three of Swords over here with the King of Swords with the Nine of Cups. So what the energy I'm picking up on is like, you guys have maybe gone through this Three of Swords moment, this heartbreak moment, this very dark and stormy chapter. So what it feels like is, it's like you pull these swords out of your back and you're healing from this heartbreak. And it's almost this feeling of once you get these swords out of your back, you understand that you're the one in control. You're the one with the power. And when you're the one that's in power, you don't give anybody else the power to, betray you, to lie to you, to cheat on you, to steal from you. Any sort of thing that may have caused a deep heartache or a heartbreak is something that you're recovering from. And this Three of Swords moment is what really, really inspired you to, go through this deep healing chapter and really regain your stability. From this heartbreak, I feel like you're just becoming more wise. You're becoming more compassionate toward others. You're going through this time where you're really about putting yourself first, and you're really about, what's best for me. I know that I care strongly about, others' feelings and helping others, but at this moment, what's best for me? And I'm going to put myself first. And I feel like this is a time where you're learning a lot about yourself too. And then this person over here has the Page of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, I feel like this person is the kind of person that can be very moody. They can, be up and down in their emotions. And depending on where they are emotionally is how they will communicate with you. So, they might go through periods of time where it's convenient for them to reach out to you, or, to try to have these toxic tendencies towards you. And with the Page of Cups here, it's like, when it's convenient for this person, they may reach out to you just to see if they get any sort of, reaction. This person you're dealing with could also be very artistic, or this person you're dealing with could really have this romantic side to them. But I just feel like they're still kind of in this lower, immature vibration where they're still figuring things out, where they're still learning a lot about themselves. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an outcome card here for Taurus. Okay, so I feel like a lot of y'all have been, a few different signs have gotten this as their outcome card. We have the Four of Swords here, and this is kind of the energy I was pulling in while I was shuffling. What came through, and I should have just spoke it, but what came through was like, I just need a nap. I'm not necessarily in a bad place, but I just need a nap because, like, what the heck did I just experience in this past chapter of my life? So really, this outcome card here is going through the Three of Swords and really going through this chapter where, it's a deep healing chapter for you. This is really about taking time to recover, to regain your inner strength, to take time to yourself. This is about isolation. It's about taking these swords out of your heart, but you kind of keep them close by, almost as a reminder of why you're doing all this self-growth, why you're going through this chapter of self-expansion. And for a lot of you, you might be getting more in touch with nature, and you might be stargazing more, and you might be focusing more on the amazing qualities of the universe. But for a lot of you, this is going to be about taking the time you need to regain your strength, taking the time you need to refocus your energy, to reset. It's all about resetting for this new chapter that's ahead. with this King of Swords here and with this Knight of Cups, you kind of have this new outlook on life. You kind of have this new mentality. It's very strong and it's very unbreakable. You're coming back with a more clear mind. Your emotions are coming back to a more stable place, which is very positive. But this is really just going to be about, and for the other person as well, they're probably going through a time period where they also are regenerating and recouping and really taking time for their self. I feel like they're doing something very artistic, or they're doing something in isolation as well. For the meantime, I don't exactly see you guys, communicating. I feel like this is something that you've grown from and something you probably don't want to go back to. Although I do see you ready to take on this new chapter of 2019. I kind of see you ready to jump back out into the dating field with a more positive mindset, higher frequency, higher energy. Okay, that is all I have for you guys for the month of December. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your month. I do apologize if this reading doesn't resonate with you, as this is a very general reading for many people. However, if it does resonate with you, feel free to let me know in the comment section what does or does not. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.